you should add on that why it's important that we stay in the same tent for the whole Congress.
So while you were speaking and I was listening, I was inspired, and I always like to draw, so I drew something. So Zohar, if we can see the drawing. Okay. Zohar, thank you. So it's a nice name, Zohar. So what do we see here? We see our tenth, where we have the points in the hearts. We bring only this. What does it mean, the point in the heart, that I'm bringing that? Do I need to try to find some spot in my heart? No. I'm bringing all of my yearning towards spirituality, all of the importance, all of the search that I had in my life, all of the enthusiasm, the long expectations that I had. I want to reveal the Creator, reveal the meaning of life, and the yearning towards the parts of my soul I'm bringing here to the circle. While the rest, there are powers, as you can see, of the ego, which are trying to keep me away from the circle. It's, I will feel sensations maybe of heaviness. I'm getting tired. I don't want to listen to the friends. Let's say...
I want to drink.
Yeah, Rav said something, he asked, and I even don't hear the question, what did he ask? And I'm not concentrated. I feel even rejection towards these friends. They're saying something, but I don't want to hear it even. I don't want to connect. And while the usual mistake is to think that this is me, or to judge myself, how can I feel like this? No, it's not me. This is all of what we're saying in there's no one else besides him. This is the Creator. These are the forces of the ego which are now working on me. Why? Because the light is shining. I'm about to connect with the friends, and the more the light is shining is also illuminating these powers, this ego, or illuminating my vessel. These feelings that I feel are really feelings in their origin. They are feelings of connection, of love, of bestowal. Only that they are coming to me in an inverse way. Yes, through the shattering. I feel them in an inverse way, okay? Inverted way. And my work in the circle is to not, even though I feel all of this power inside of me, I don't need to comply, to obey these powers. Okay, I feel them. I'm observing. These are the powers. They're passing through me. And what I'm really trying to do, or what really depends on me, is this effort to go inside the friends. I want to enter what the friends is saying. I want to enter his heart. Through the words, they don't matter. I just want to feel his heart, his yearning. I want to connect to his point in the heart. I want to agree totally with what he's saying. Even though my ego is saying that he's saying just, how do you say it in nice words? Nothing of significance, let's call it like this, yeah? I really want to be inside of the friends, okay? To create this flow. And when we're melting inside the other, I'm annulling my ego. I'm not using it, you see? But I'm using my yearning towards the friends. We're creating something which is called inclusion. And in this inclusion of our common efforts, only this is the vessel. And this is creating the center of the group. And here we will feel new sensations of oneness. And in this new vessel, we will feel new phenomena like Creator, like other things. But whatever we will feel here, in the ego, outside, inside, all of these efforts, all of this mechanism, we have the lesson itself. And Rav is sitting in front of us in the lesson. And really the lesson will be in a new format. It's not just a frontal lecture and then maybe a workshop. But as we see, the new format from since Peter Congress is like mixture between lesson. We're always in circles. Rav is saying something like an introduction, then question to the workshop. Then again, then in and out. So we could scrutinize these things together with Rav, all of these feelings that I had, the efforts, the successful things, the unsuccessful things. And I'm just about to scrutinize the actions of the Creator that He's doing upon us. So, and I will answer.
I was about to say it again.
Yeah. I'm trying to get away, but I will. But so in the tent, this is the only place where I can go through all of this process of ins and outs. My desires, the desires of the friends, restriction, effort to be with them, dependency on the friends, asking from the Creator. All of these feelings are in the tent. Why is it important to have a constant 10? Maybe Masha? No. Okay. Why is it important to have a constant 10? Because really, it doesn't matter. But since we're not used to work with a 10 yet, also we here in Bnei Baruch, we still feel we're still attached to this world. So I'm still attached to these faces that I like, to these characters, to these friends, and I want to have feelings towards them. So this is good that at the beginning I will be, in these 3 days, with a constant 10, that I will regard them. Okay? I need to begin with this because inside of these feelings, corporeal feelings, I will discover the real 10th, which is not these faces or these characters or the relationships between us. No, it's not that. The 10th is here, as I wrote it. This is the 10th. This, our common efforts, regardless of the ego, to intermingle, to do this inclusion and to help one another. This is the 10th, okay? But I cannot discover it theoretically. I need to be with people. I need to feel the relationship between us and to go inside. After a while, this is what Rav Leitman explained to us, when we will be used to work in a tent, we will see that we can change tents all of the time. That the 10 is not just these faces. A 10 is the structure of inner connection that I have with the friends.
I would just like to add that we say also that a little child learns from his mother the ability to build a relationship, a physical relationship of this world. And yes, this relationship in the first time it's very intense. In the first year or in the first 2 years, I never know what camera to look on. Let's say this.
I will tell you, yes.
Okay, so in the first time, this relationship is very intense. But after the child eventually starts his own life, he has already built in this ability to have a relationship, to build some kind of a relationship with another person. So that's how, especially if it's your first Congress, it's so important to get to know what a spiritual relationship is. And yes, you learn it in the beginning in a very intense way of having a 10th for the entire Congress. And this will be, this experience will be not something that your ego will let you escape, but you will eventually overcome yourself and learn it. And it will imprint itself in you, somewhere in you. This ability to understand what a spiritual relationship is about, what this 10th is about, what the Congress is about. And yes, afterwards you can apply it actually to every other 10th, and not only to a 10th, to every other friend in the group.